as well as Espacio Dios. I hope I'm saying his name properly, actually.
Yes,
it's the
you
first
are.
time I'm saying it in front of him, but I'm hoping that he'll correct me if I'm wrong. This one is called Good Vibes Only. He's in the studio joining us on Table for Three.
The table for three. Welcome to the table for three. A date between you, Mpumi Wambo, and a rising star.
This is a good day to have you in studio.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome.
for
Please
having me.
just pull your mic a little bit so
Okay.
that we're able to hear you. Yeah, that's
There we go.
perfect.
There
Yeah,
we
that's
go.
perfect. So how do I say your name?
Espacio Dios, you said it right.
Espacio Dios.
Yeah.
It is so it is such an exotic name. It is such, and I know you probably get asked all the time.
Yeah.
I'm always gonna
I
ask
don't
you.
mind.
Please explain to me how that came about.
I was 17 looking for a very different name for my music to describe my music, and
Yeah.
initially it was Space God, because I felt like my music was unlimited and I could do anything with it.
Totally.
I can be the god of nothing.
Yeah.
And then I just searched for a different language online just to mess with people's heads.
That's dope. And what language is that? It sounds Spanish?
It's Spanish, yeah.
Ah, of course.
And it's super cool that it's Spanish because it's like the sonics of Spanish music is very like similar to Tuana music because they use the same 3 steps and claps.
Ah.
So I thought it would be cool to
Interesting.
bring the worlds together.
Interesting. I've never paid that much attention though.
Yeah.
In terms of the sound, so I should actually listen a bit more.
Yeah.
And hear the sound. You're so you're so refreshing. Like you're absolutely refreshing.
Thank you so much.
When I listened to, was it Son of Uri?
Yeah.
Son of Uri, and I listened to this album, which by the way I'm upset that it's just 4 songs.
Yeah. Oh, so it's called The Second Kind.
The Second
Yeah,
Kind,
yeah.
the Second Kind. And I listened to that, it was just such a refreshing sound to hear.
Yeah.
And I've just always been keen with any artist that comes onto the show. I always wonder, how does that just sound come about? And to us, it really it's a wonder. Maybe to you it's easy. It's like, no, I just mix this and that and that.
Yeah.
But I always wonder, how do you find yourself creating such an eclectic, futuristic sound?
To be honest with you, I'm an artist that actually struggle with like finding a genre for me because I solely base like me making and creating music off of my feelings,
Ah.
right? So it's hard to like describe what I'm feeling when I make a certain beat or write a certain lyric to that beat.
Ah.
So it becomes its like own thing. So yeah, it's just a mixture of different things according to how I'm living my life.
And look, we are in an era of amapiano. Like every single moment has different sounds that are just in the mainstream, right? And
Yeah.
this is for lack of a better word. But what I've always found is that when I go, for example, to a concert where there's you, there's Muzi, there's Lord Cares, there's all these other artists,
Yeah.
there's like a whole cult of people that are listening to this vibe.
Yeah.
So do you find that it's literally like having your own church and finding your people and your vibe?
Yeah, I think every single artist is supposed to find their own tribe, and people are supposed to come to them to just resonate with who they are. you
Yeah.
know? Because as artists, we're people that evoke emotions in different ways, and we can't all do the same thing.
Mm.
You know, like someone's gonna listen to you for different reasons, and in one artist, you know, they feel different things.
Yeah.
You know, so. Yeah, man. I think like if people come to me and they resonate to my
With what you're
story
creating.
and what I'm creating, then that's cool, you know.
Cool. We're gonna play this new song that comes from Second Kind. Is
Yeah.
it Second Kind?
Yeah.
Why was it 4 songs though? I was really just wondering.
So the Second Kind is part of like a trilogy of EPs
Okay.
that will lead to an album, and they're all gonna come together and become an album.
Okay.
It's different steps of falling in love. So there's the first
Okay.
kind that I released earlier this year as well.
Mhm.
And that's like the angel effect of when you first meet someone and it's like all gloomy and stuff.
Like yeah.
Yeah,
The
and
honeymoon stage.
The honeymoon stage, and then
Yeah.
the second kind is like when you're really like in it,
And
you
you're
know,
starting to really get to know them.
you're
Maybe.
in it, and then the third kind is feeling having like the ego death where like you're realizing that love is not just all gloomy. You know, it's things happen in
that's
relationships.
beautiful, yes.
And then when the album comes out with the last part of it, the fourth kind, the last part of it is that like I'm letting go of my ego and I'm accepting
Love
that
that.
I'm in unconditional love with this person.
Okay, I love that.
Yeah.
I was a little bit worried at the end. I thought maybe it might end in,
No.
you know what, ha gwa bereka, so.
No. I always
Okay.
believe in love winning, no matter what the case is.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. All right, a brand new one coming through from Espacio Dios. Enjoy.
The table for three. Welcome to the table for three. A date between you, Mpumi Wabo, and a rising star.
I hope you're enjoying the music. How you can get a hold of us throughout the show is quite simple. At @Mpumi Mlambo_ at Metrofm SA. As always, every single week we bring you rising stars, people who are just doing their own thing, creating amazing music, amazing vibes. And this is just one artist that I truly appreciate. In actual fact, I don't even see him as a South African artist, but just a global artist. Is that how you view yourself?
Yeah, I definitely view myself
Love
like that.
that.
And thank you for seeing me like that. That shows respect to me. Thank
No,
you.
absolutely. You
Yeah.
are. Have you found other people that you really click with internationally, that you are always in conversations with in terms of the creation process? Are they also, if you have, are they curious about Africa and what happens around here?
I think I've been privileged to have a couple of international friends at a young age.
Mm-hmm.
I think the closest one to me is Kilter. He's an
Mhm.
Australian DJ. We did a song called Treasure together and another song called Limitless together. And he's just always been just a good friend. And yeah, he's very interested in just anything that's different. So whether it's coming from Africa or anywhere else, he's interested in it. And I've just recently become super cool with the band called the Deluxe Band in America. And they like super left, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know why the left guys really like me.
Because
you know.
you're left.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
I guess
why.
so. But yeah, I don't view it as like, oh, these guys are international or whatever.
Yeah.
I just view it as, yo, whoever resonates with me
Will
and
find me.
and you will find me anywhere, and to be honest, I prefer it to be from Africa,
Yeah.
because I feel like we have so many stories to tell here,
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Because I see you as an international artist, right? And I then see you collaborate with other international artists. I think you're all international.
Yeah.
And I think we've all become just like global citizens
yeah.
because of the internet.
Yeah.
And for me, I think it's so important that you collaborate outside of the continent
Mhm.
because we already know each other and what we're
Yeah,
going through.
yeah.
But if you go out there, then we're able to make the world smaller, and all the politics of who we are and all of that sort of can be dealt with, and people
Yeah.
can get to know who we really are.
Yeah.
Would it make it easier for me when I go to Europe that I travel and nobody's giving me weird looks at a
Yeah.
bar because Espacio has collaborated with
Yeah.
that person? They know you and your people and
Yeah.
where you come from. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I wish you nothing but the best. Are we gonna get any shows, intimate shows, coming soon?
Yeah, definitely. I'm probably gonna do one when I drop the whole album.
Great.
Yeah. That's what I want to
Fantastic.
do. Like, not an intimate one. I'll invite you though.
Of course,
Yeah.
front row. Hey,
Yeah.
front row.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll talk to MC. MC, I want to be invited front row.
Okay,
It is
cool.
Espacio Dios on the Mighty Metro. If you missed out on this interview, you can catch him on podcast www.metrofm.co.za.